kitchen scraps. There was a wild ass blue jay over there. He like banged on me, then rolled out, threw up gang signs at me, and flew away. Patriot compound. You could tell I was thinking about Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony earlier. Like that used to be my favorite rapper. You could tell I was influenced by him. Cause I hopped on a track called Ephesians 6:12 like 3 years ago. And my first two verses went something like, repent, will cry to sin. Everyone tend this shit tears like they innocent. Heavenly Father, your servant need help with this temperament, and this is why. I mentally try to understand the motives why they do what they do, because death and despair in cahoots and monumental little lost sheep easily spook. I was like, yo, I got, you can hear that influence infused with spirits that don't care. When all you get back is that fluoridated stare. The God of this world uncovered the minds, the prince of the power of the air. Oh, like, yeah. I try to be optimistic with my generation. My eyes open and the more I look, they more concerned with chasing things that fade. They won't flip a page or touch a book. They refuse to use that noodle. They got Google. Now they gods, they at odds with the Father because they worship Nimrod. Now I'm in the cut. I'm in the trenches. Call of Duty, war, business, sinister scripture, leave a trail of broke emotion. Ain't no sugarcoating that double-edged sword. Cut you down to cut you free. Now I hear the words I speak. They attract a strong mind and repel a weak. I see the fourth beast, large iron teeth, and like the last three, it's a fusion. They love lies. But when I'm on the scene, I'm destroying all their illusions. I'm that nightmare. But Leviathan, it don't fight fair. You try to wake the people, but they stiff neck and that stress me out. I'm growing white head, full speed ahead. There y'all, and we divided like a broken jaw on the brink of medical martial law. And your only thought is the weak and what's popping off. False prophet working miracles. Got the people screaming out hallelujah on the day of judgment. He gonna look at you till you get away, cause I never knew you. And then I was thinking about it. I wrote that like 3 years ago. And I'm thinking about it like, I'm glad I got out of that mentality. Because I was combative with trying to force people to understand things the way I understood them. Like I had an issue with trying to make people see life through my eyes. And that wasn't my job. And when I figured that out, my life became so much better. You know, that's one of the problems with like super churchy people. Like the people that browbeat you with the Bible or any type of religion, faith, etc. Like there has to be an organic change in the hearts of men. And until that happens, anything you do, when you try to force people onto your side, it's not going to be organic. And then the end result is going to be like what you see going on today. A bunch of people saying, hey, we're not going to take the vaccine. We're going to stand for something. Then when the pressure is on, we took the vaccine. We don't stand for anything. But out of the worldly sense, you're just going to have that group of people that aren't sincere around you and trying to compromise what you do. So it's like no point trying to force people. That's why people's like, yo, he took the black pill. Nah, I just been through this before. You know, I understand when people say I took the black pill, but it's like, I've been through this before. I've had the arguments. I used to live, eat, and breathe that type of shit. On a religious level, spiritual level, personal level, political level. And it's like that shit doesn't get you nowhere. Like I don't give a fuck what you do. The best example that you can set is always your lifestyle. The talk is cheap, and people know that. Like when people see you getting it, they gonna want to get it like how you getting it. And that goes for everything on a molecular level. You know, like even from the smallest to the biggest. Like I would say, like even gangs, like people wonder why gangs are terrorizing the streets and gangs are running wild in their neighborhood. It's because they have nobody to look up to. There is no leader. There is no order. Once you take the leaders out of that equation, there is no standard. Anybody can do anything. So it's like, I often think about shit like that. Not to go into that type of dark place, because I know a lot of people don't understand that type of life or nothing, but it's like I think about things like that and I'm like, once you remove the standard, then chaos quickly ensues. But even still, the only people that these gang members you see blowing shit back, the only people they listen to is the lifestyle of other. They don't listen to the people telling them to do the right thing. It's the lifestyle they pay attention to. If you can't feed the pits in their head, then they're not going to listen to you. If you can't provide them an alternative to gang banging, they're really not going to listen to you. You just walk up in somebody's hood like, yo, y'all stop gang banging and terrorizing the neighborhood. They don't look at you like, well, what are you doing? What solution do you have for us? What's another way we can go? And if you just sitting there still gang banging yourself, or you sitting there don't got shit going on for yourself, no one's going to listen to you. So sometimes it takes, I don't know, I just try to understand all aspects of people and why certain people do things that they do. Like how I used to study, like how could you get people to change their behavior? And that shit was all, and it always started with attacking their mentality. That's why I said when it come to people, when it comes that big ass hornet, just sitting there gliding, look at it, stay away from me. Like I said, when it comes to people telling people like not to garden and shit, like I understand where they're coming from. But at the same time, that's why I say you got to start somewhere. And starting somewhere is always the first step. Like you can't always be a fucking Debbie Downer. People not going to fucking listen to you. And there's a flip side to that coin. This happens with evil intentions. That's why they give you hope. This is why they gave you Trump. You know, so there has to be balance. But I feel like at the end, the more, that's why I just started to say, I got off track from what I was talking about. But towards the end, I realized like there's no point trying to force people to see it your way. Because that shit's just not going to happen unless it's sincere. And when you try to force people to do it, then it isn't sincere. Just like with these vaccine mandates and shit. Like there's people that want to do it. There's people that want to enforce that on other people. And then there's people like, no, we don't want to do it. Those people saying we don't want to do this are sincere. You can't get them to be unsincere by forcing them to do it. It don't work like that. Even if they do it, they're going to resent the fact that they did it. There has to be sincerity there. And usually when you can't crack people's mentality, their mental, their resolve, their moral, then you start attack. Then the force comes out. Now you have to force some shit. Some people need force for compliance. Some people just need you to attack their mentality for compliance. Either way, there's more ways to skin a cat. You know, there's more ways than one to get the job done. But there's a flip side to that coin. That's how it goes for the opposite. So it's like, you know, and I did a little bit of that, recruiting and shit for organizations that I did time for. And I sit there and think like, yo, what the fuck was I doing? And what I was doing was the same shit I see happening now. Making people feel like they have no way out, attacking their mentality, telling them, oh, it's no point in doing that. You know? The same tactics. The same damn tactics. This is, and the only thing that can beat all of that is sincerity. Like it used to be people. It used to be people getting extorted, right? It used to be people getting extorted. And some people be like, yeah, I give you anything you want. And some people, I'm not talking about for myself, but some people be like, no, you ain't getting shit. You know, at that point, a little voice in your head tells you, don't do that. You might as well do it. Can you fight this many people? Why wouldn't you? Why even try to not comply? Like there's no point. But the minute you give into that voice and you start complying with some weird, fucked up, goofy, gay, evil shit, after that, you never have no other option and your resolve weakens. And every day you do that is every day that passes by that you won't turn around and do the right thing. You can't make that right. That shit is stamped and written in stone. And you gonna be a bitch forever. But if you fight, even if you lose, people will sit there and take into consideration, yo, this is a fighter. Sometimes it's worth the while, sometimes it's not. I just want some quick, easy prey. I don't want to have to work for it. He's giving me problems. Let me move on to the next person. Now, I'm speaking from experience. This is for people, you know, crying about losing their jobs and shit like that. You know, I'm speaking from experience. Like when you stand up for something, you may not see the immediate result of you doing that, but in the end, it does matter. Every little bit matters. But no, I always hated people who got hit and just dropped and balled up. Like, no, you get no respect. And that's the equivalent to people telling people, there's no point in doing something. They're just gonna take it, or they're just gonna do this. Those are the type of people that get punched in the face and fall on the ground and then start crying like a little bitch as they get stomped out. I was thinking about that shit too, you know. I was like, yo, those type of people, they get punched in the face, you know, they got a glass chin and shit, you know, they crack, they fold. When you hit them in the face so hard, their knees buckle. And then all of that despair shit they was trying to talk to you, it just comes out, you know, like, and, you know, you think about shit like this, especially when you have a lot of time to yourself. I've had more than enough time to myself, by myself, in a room by myself, with no other self. Shit gets real. Shit, you gotta confront yourself. Like, nigga, what was you doing? I don't know. I was tripping. Another you jumps out of you and talks to you like you ain't shit. It's like, yo, you know you could have did that differently, right? You're like, yes. You know, you're forced to reconcile with yourself. A lot of people haven't had that time. You don't even know who you are, so it takes chaos to show you who you are. And some of you are finding out that you, deep down inside, are bitches. And this is the first time you're finding this out. And you don't like it. And you're taking that out on other people. I'm just talking about shit that's going on today, you know. I'm not talking about a specific group or a person. I'm just talking about everything going on. As I analyze the situation and assess the damages, I can see it for what it is. A lot of people didn't know they were bitches, but they have been tested now and they're finding out they're bitches. Now that they know they're bitches, they want you to be a bitch. Right now I'm talking about compliance. But this applies to everything in life. In my opinion. I don't know. I'm just a nigga selling freedom wood chips. That's why I said I feel like a lot of people. Somebody said, "Why you talking about my mom like that?" Shout out to you, Jessica. But you know, part of me's talking to my mom too. You know, we all got a mom. You know, or some moms have kids that are bitches. Just soft. You know, just like yo. Some moms looking at their kids like, yo, I raised you better than this. And it's like, did you really? Once you let them go, the world got a hold of them. And all their principles went the fuck out the window. That's why, and just like I predicted, somebody yesterday called me homophobic for the little speech, the little spiel, the rant I gave on like your daughter growing up to date a female that looks like 2 Chainz and shit. Like just hopping out a clapped out Chrysler 300 with tinted windows and half an exhaust. It's like, why no one in their right mind would want that. No parent in their right mind will want that. No. But, like I said, some people find out they are bitches. So because you cave, you want other people to cave. And you want other people to want that. So you go around crusading for that. Trying to get people to see it your way. Trying to force people to do some shit that's not organic for them to do. That's not natural. So either way this plays out, you will never win. Even if everybody does it. It's like, it's not natural. People still don't want to do it. And it's one thing about being a leader of any organization, group, gang, etc. and having people on your team that fucking hate you. That fucking sucks. As a leader, you should know that. And once again, this is why a lot of things don't require force. They just have to attack the mentality of people. When you have a big budget using other people's money, then you can get into like false flags and psychological operations and reverse psychological operations and shit like that. But just basically you attack people's mentality and tell them there's no way out, leave them no other option, or make them feel like there's no other option. And 7 times out of 10, you know, they go for it. Like I told you, I used to play psychological games too. Like somebody hit the yard, I just walk up to them and give them a note and then walk away. When I walk away, they open the note and you can see the look on their face, despair. Despair sets in. Immediately, you could tell. And on that note is written a list of shit I need next time they go to commissary, the store, etc. Do they have to do it? No. But that shit fucks with your mentality. A lot of y'all went through this. Don't judge me. A lot of y'all went through this. A lot of your jobs are doing it to you. A lot of y'all jobs is doing it to you right now. Your employers, they're giving you that list and then walking off to see what you're going to do. I know, I did it. Your family is trying to make you do some shit to either A, stay in the house, and there's some of y'all out there. You know, I ain't putting people on blast, what I'm saying. I know you live with your mom, and your mom is like, yo, you got an ultimatum. You need to take this vaccine or you roll the fuck out. And you have nowhere else to go, or so you think. So you comply. Or you are controlled by financial interests. Hey, if you don't do this, you won't keep receiving this. So you comply. That's why I look at shit and I can recognize it for what it is. Like, I feel like anybody who has been interrogated by the police can automatically see that the Democrats and Republicans are the same. Like any real authentic people, you don't even have to be interrogated. Anybody who watched the first 48 can tell that that's what they do to you. good cop, bad cop. They come in and give you. They make one officer comes in and makes you feel like there's a way out. Another officer comes in and makes you feel like there is no way out. And what happens in your mentality? Chaos ensues. They present two sides. They always do it. They always use this. This is why people watch movies. It couldn't just be one-sided. This is how you get people involved in the storyline. And they start spending that emotional currency. And then before you know it, you have the results you wanted. Somebody snitched and told on somebody. Because, you know, either you gave them no hope or you made them feel like there was hope. Well, B, you have mass compliance. Well, shit like that. I think about shit like that. Like that shit goofy, gay, weird, wacky, wavy, inflatable, wavy arm people that have no balls whatsoever, making people who have all the balls and juice in the world truly elite individuals, making them feel like they ain't shit. That's mental. That's mental. You can't force that. That's mental. You have to make them do it for themselves. It's just, you know, I think of Lucifer too. Like, yo, bitch, you gonna eat that fruit though? That fruit look good. Like, no, I'm not eating that shit. It's like, yo, but you won't die. Like, die. You feel like you won't be yeeted from the garden for real. Or whatever the fuck yeet means. Somebody schooled me on yeet. But then you make them do it. You don't like hold them down and put it in their fucking mouth. You know? Wait, put it in your mouth. Then it wouldn't be sincere. You see that? You see the fruit? Whatever the fuck, put it in your mouth. Shut the fuck up, put it in your mouth. It don't work like that. And this is in everything you fucking do. You know, this is in everything you do. I already know the people. It's a fairy tale. I got flack on the Jewish people yesterday saying Jewish people are a fairy tale. I did not say Jewish people are a fairy tale. I said Jewish people who don't believe in scripture, that claim they are atheists, are a fucking fairy tale. You literally admit you don't exist. And that was a joke. I was being kind and funny about it. But I get it. It's just certain people out there, they don't know how to take a joke. It's just certain people out there that you know, they police you. You know, and then you can sit there and blame the government for it, like nah, fam, that's you. Like, damn, that's you, bro. Like, you did that. Like, nobody strapped you down and made you did that shit. That's why I realized, I was like, when I think about the government and families and the stories I hear from people telling me what their families are putting them through, I'm like, you got some shit to work out with your family before you can sit up here and act like you gonna do something about Biden. Your mom is a true tyrant. You know, like, it's like, yo, what you gonna do about that? It's like, that's why they keep bringing up the Constitution. I'm like, who is we the people? Who is we the people when we the people are soft as fuck? That's like, that shit and you think about this type of shit, and then it just makes you realize, you're forced to come to the realization that the best you could do is for you and yours. And that includes any alliances or anything like that you form, not who they tell you to be a part of. Like, that shit just got to be natural. Anything else is an illusion. That's my thoughts on that, and I don't even know what that is. I don't even know where that came from. But shout out to Australia, South Wales, New South Wales. That bitch resigned. Then what that bitch name? Gladys. Somebody said germ theory. Somebody said germ theory, the biggest illusion. That's facts. Somebody said I'm not joining any groups. That's what you do. Somebody said BG, we need a hug. No hugs right now. No. I wonder if morticians are required to get a shot. It doesn't even fucking matter. I am the click commander. Shout out to New South Wales. That bit, what that bit name? What's the premier? Gladys. What that bitch name? Don't act like you haven't seen her last name neither. That bitch last name got some weird goofy. She is not Australian. What is that bitch is from Pakistan some damn where. Gladys. That bitch got the wildest last name with silent letters. What is that bitch? French? She had to resign. Then she was like, I'm up here today to tell you I'm resigning because I'm facing backlash, a probe into my... That bitch being probed for corruption and shit. She got the fuck up out of there. She got the fuck up out of there. I'll catch you all later, mate. Every Australian... Gladys Berejiklian. All right, now pronounce it. Jessica, she pronounced that. Pronounce the last part. Berejiklian. Pronounce the last part. Today, mate, I'm letting everybody in New South Wales know that I'm going to resign right now because of corruption probe. It's like everybody in Australia sounds the fucking same. I don't hear no variation. Australia, y'all got the wildest accents. Like everybody sounds, all of your leaders sound goofy as fuck. Like you can't even take them seriously. I know, but Biden, okay. But when somebody goes on TV and hits you with the, well, today, as your Premier Andrews, you cannot remove your mask if you want to have a drink of your martini. You be like, yo, I'm not listening to no nigga that's the fuck is that? The fuck is he talking to? Why the fuck does he sound like that? Because, mate, I'm Australia. Now put your fucking bloody mask on, mate. Australia, I got a bunch of shit with y'all, but I had high hopes for Australia. I love Australia. That's what y'all don't know. Y'all got the fucking Australia. I heard Australia got the best French toast. I heard Australia has the best French toast. Somebody said the guns got yeeted. The fuck does yeeted mean? I thought it meant to throw with extreme velocity. Apparently I was wrong. Somebody, Sarkon said, I am the virus. Kingpin said, what up, BG in chat? What's up with you, Kingpin? Talking about Australia and how I can't take none of them serious with their accents and how everybody, did you hear what Premier Andrews say? And Premier Andrew go up there, today in Australia, I declare with a decree that you cannot drink your martini and remove your mask. Like all that shit, goofy, gay, weird, wacky, wavy, inflatable. I say the same shit about Boris Johnson. You Englanders, I don't know what the fuck y'all got going. England, London got to hold the L by default because y'all mayor is Pakistan. He's not just like a Londonized Pakistan. This nigga still speaks Farsi. This nigga does his interviews in Farsi. You can probably call me ignorant because I don't exactly know the language they speak over there, but there's a time and a place for everything. And I just feel like London isn't a place to have a Pakistani Farsi speaking mayor, you know? That shit is just goofy as fuck. Boris Johnson get up there Somebody said the accent I love it in French toast. I don't know. I thought Canada had the best French toast. I thought I could go to Nova Scotia and find the best French toast. But no, I want to go. No, I'm going to Australia. Wherever Premier Andrews is. The Alabama sect of Australians, BG accent. Oh, no, are you from Australia? Where the Australians at? They type in that accent. You can tell when they... Somebody said Nova Scotia has the best caviar. Nova Scotia has the best compliance. Cut it out. No. Nothing else in no. Nova Scotia, sit the fuck down. They got the best caviar. No, them niggas have the best compliance. Fucking Nova Scotia and loving Nova Scotia at the same time. I fucking love Nova Scotia because I love saying Nova Scotia. And it's a beautiful fucking place. But the people suck. Somebody said Altamalia. Somebody said Altamalia. That's some wild shit. Nova Scotia imports the best Altimas. Well, thank you for that tidbit, Addison Hines. Your little goofy self. Somebody said, RG said, BG, you need some bird feeders back there. I got bird feeders. You don't see this tree stump? You don't see my tree stump? That's a bird feeder. I don't have bougie birds. They don't give a fuck where their nut comes from. As a matter of fact, it's funnier. That's not even a tree stump. That's a coliseum. What's the shit the gladiators fought in? That shit is an arena. Fuck a bird feeder. I have an arena. It be fights to the death. Every now and then a tufted titmouse will fly through and try to get a peanut. Can I have a peanut? And the blue jays come out of nowhere. Fuck a bird feeder. I tried. I did the bird. Nobody wanted the bird feeder. They wanted it to be an adventure. They wanted uncertainty. They wanted adversity. I don't have suburban birds here. They want dangerous shit. So when I see a cardinal perched on there, I have these set up. I got one back there. There's one there. When the car over there, they just go out in the open. Like, I don't know if it's a hawk, a blue jay, what is it? Somebody over there right now giving their input. Fuck them bird feeders. Give us the arena. Make them work for it. So today is your premiere. It's like, shut the fuck up and go make some French toast. Boris Johnson get up there, add his 2 cents. Today I'm not going English muffin from a Thomas English muffin. You like, I don't know what the fuck, none of what he said. That nigga's a whole jelly bean out here in these streets. The fuck is he talking about? We have to talk about how we're going to oppress the people with Thomas English muffins with marmalade. You be like, fam, stop right there. All right. Now let me out. You be like, oh, I don't know what the fuck. And people's like, he's a conservative. I was like, oh, yeah. Y'all got a weird, I don't know what y'all barometer for judging conservatism is. They was like, niggas, Merkel law. They was like, Merkel no longer the damn. Merkel lost to like the German Socialist Party. What was it like 2 weeks ago? Y'all know what I'm talking about? What I was like, they was like Merkel, the conservative lead lost to the. I was like, wait, that bitch was conservative? It was like, holy shit, this is truly Coke or Pepsi. None of that shit matters. These people are conservative? What is conservative? What the fuck does conservative even mean now? What does conservative mean when you could lose to a socialist and the socialist is more conservative than you? Just fucking titles that are thrown around for the people's delight. So they can be like, oh, I have a dog in this fight. It keeps you engaged, attached. It keeps you attached to a crumbling society, so you crumble with it. Fucking Merkel. That being in another woman too, ain't it? Sadiq Khan. Sadiq Khan. That's what I was thinking of. The mayor of London. That nigga sound like a mortal. That nigga sound like a Jewish Australian Mortal Kombat character. Sadiq Khan. I don't know what the fuck he doing. I don't know what people in London, the people was like, let's go to London. I was like, and do what? Watch Madeline? The fuck are we gonna do in London? I thought they had French toast sticks, but they don't. The fuck out. I don't fancy tea and biscuits. No, London, I will not be coming through. You and Sadiq Khan can have each other. You BG will not be there. I like how I threaten people with non-existent tour dates and shit, tour destinations and shit. Like, I refuse to do anything in London. Like, nigga, you wasn't coming to London no way. You not coming from across the pond. Talking about that's our family on the other side of the pond. No, the fuck they not. Well, you could always come to Australia, mate, and you can drink your martini through a mask with a straw. It's like, no, nigga. Got the weirdest fuck. Let's go to London. Go to London and do what? People in London don't even know what the fuck to do. This is where the banks are. You go to London and see the banks. Look at the bank that's controlling half of the world right now. It's right here. People think it's the Federal Reserve up there in New York. Nah, that shit right there. Don't listen to me. I'm retarded. If you listen to retarded people selling wood chips online, you'll believe that DC is the military might and London is the financial powers. Don't listen to me. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But it just makes sense. It just makes sense that there's absolutely nothing in London to do but go look at banks. Look at this nice bank here. It has a nice structure. I don't know why I'm giving them Kelly Maricopa County / the Republican Party chick that knelt and kissed the dick of every Jewish kid / Major Taylor Green accent. I gotta tighten up my London accent. Did you like some tea and biscuits, mate? It's Australian. It became Australian. Boris Johnson has the most distinct accent out there. It's the goofiest shit I've ever heard. Today we're gonna have marmalade and everybody's gonna, with our precious time, mate, we have to cut back on carbon fossil fuels, mate. You'd be like, yo, what about them English muffins though with that marmalade? You feel me though? He down yonder. Oh, you going through it? Yeah, that ain't none of my business then. Shit, that ain't none of my. I'm gonna mind my business. You got it. Today we're gonna take out every Thomas English muffin. Somebody said that the crepes, the creeps, the biscuit. What type of biscuits? Pillsbury. What biscuits and what tea? Earl Grey tea. That fucking marmalade do sound like it's hitting. My first time hearing about marmalade was watching Paddington Bear. And that nigga was obsessed over that shit. He is the London Winnie the Pooh. Oh wait, ain't Winnie the Pooh from London? The fuck, Christopher was gay. I don't give a fuck where he was from. Christopher was gay as shit, playing with a Pooh Bear and shit. Just with the whole hand. This nigga's hand was built like a shovel. Don't act like you ain't know Winnie the Pooh hand was built like a shovel. In the jar. This nigga took everybody, honey. Just it's like, you fat bitch, put that away, nigga. We got shit to do today. This nigga, he the type of nigga that'll stick his hand in a sticky jar of honey and then grab your steering wheel. Like, bruh, who? Like, yo, who honey is? Like, Pooh Bear? Pooh Bear. Where the fuck you go? Every time you seen this nigga Winnie the Pooh, this nigga with the hand, all he had was a thumb and a shovel. It's like, yo, get the fuck away from me. That Paddington Bear shit was weird as fuck. Out there in the 100-acre wood taking people honey and shit. Somebody, Jessica, she said do a London rap. I can't. I don't know. I can't do the accent. The only London accent I could do is Boris Johnson, and that's dumpster juice. Toast a bagel lightly, spread almond butter, then put honey on it. It's good. Nigga, are you from London, nigga? What? Those was instructions. Nigga, where are you from? Where are you from? You from South Wales? That bitch, she just gave me a whole bitch. You need to write an ingredient, a recipe book. I don't even remember what I said no more, but that shit was on point. It sounded like something. You need to write a recipe book. You just rattled that shit off. People have recipes in their head and shit. Like, do this. You could do this, add that, a tablespoon of this. Cinnamon raisin bagel with can of butter. Nigga, what's up with you? What's up with y'all in bagels? What's up with y'all in bagels though? Like, we don't know. We don't do no fucking bagels. Like, that was a joke. Y'all want to keep the joke going. Hey, you try this bagel. No, put the bagel down. Put the bagel down. Somebody said I'm from New York. Y'all do bagels up there? Y'all do bagels up there? Yeah, French toast. No, French toast. And you can't find that in London. I don't give a fuck if y'all got cobblestone on y'all fucking walkways or not. But like, look at the architecture. That's so beautiful. It's really not. Now I want to go back home. That's why I can't travel. I like going home. There ain't no place like home. I don't give a fuck where you go. Niggas be like, let's go to Dubai. Let's go to Dubai. Don't you want to go to Dubai? Like, where the artificial rain is, nigga? Where it's like 1,000,000 degrees? Fuck no. Fuck no. Don't the men pee on the women out there? Just... Don't they give golden showers and shit in Dubai? No. I'm gonna go to Dubai and find a nice foreign girlfriend. I'm like, all of them been peed on, bro. Everybody in Dubai has been pissed on. No, nigga. At home. Here. Going to no fuck. You get tired of that shit. Nobody wants to live in pleasantry all the fucking time. That shit is weird. Niggas be like, let's go somewhere where it's like, Dubai? Fuck no. You go to a whole nother, fuck no. At a certain point, they're gonna expect you to learn the language. I assume. Bro, I'm old as shit. I'm not learning no new fucking language. I barely mastered English. English got so many nooks and crannies in it. I feel like I could go to Alabama and learn something new about English that I never knew. And then go right the fuck back up north to Massachusetts and learn something new. That's why when they teach English, they should teach American. They should teach north, south, east, and west. Today, I'm going to grade your paperwork on how well you speak Northern America. All of the nooks and crannies. Don't tell me that can't happen, because there's people in London right now that don't know what the fuck Boris Johnson talking about. Apparently, he speak that North London shit. Today, Mike, I have a caution. We have to take extreme caution. Extreme caution. With the Thomas English muffin, do not drop a lick of marmalade. Niggas be like, I don't know what he's talking about, Mike. Australians cry the same way they talk. I seen a video of one chick crying about lockdown. It was like, yo, they cry like that too. That's the same accent. No, nigga, I'm home. Here. These be like, if I could travel, where would I go? Here. If I could travel, where would I go? Nigga, to the garden and back. That's travel. No passports needed. None of that weird, goofy, gay, wacky, wavy, inflatable, wavy arm people shit. Somebody said we do call all sodas Cokes. That was a bad impression. Man, I do that impression shit. I'm not the best impressionist, but it don't have to be the best impression. It's the content of the impression. New York, extra, sharp, white, cheese. London rappers. That's how I knew London be getting shit popping with 21 Savage. Niggas found out he was from London. Niggas thought he was from Atlanta. He run around talking about he from Atlanta. Niggas find out he from London. Nigga, you from London, bro. Why would you lie about being, nigga, you English as fuck, bro. Not this English neither. Across the pond English. The Thomas English muffin English. You desire marmalade, don't you? No fucking Aunt Jemima on your pancake, nigga. That's marmalade. You spread that. They came out, then they were like, this nigga brother got stabbed up in London. His brother a rapper. I'm like, the fuck I'ma do in London? Go look at a bank and then go get stabbed and shit. Like, no, nigga, I don't like those options. Well, then you go to America, you could get shot. Niggas just up and wake up, be like, let's go to Canada. Yeah, you go to Canada, you might not come back. You might not be able to come back. You go to Canada, say the wrong shit, and get jailed. You get jailed in Canada. You like, fuck. They like, how you get here? Like, I came on like vacation and shit. Now I'm just locked the fuck. You done went to Canada and said some free thinking shit. Send Ryan Long back to Canada. All Canadians report back to Canada. I'm gonna put out a all call, a PSA for them niggas. Just come back. What the little button they use at the school and the all call. I need a system set up like her. The Alpine Jones. This message is for all Canadians. I need you to come back to Canada. Your fight is not in America, it's in Canada. Start playing the Canadian theme song. I don't know, the Canadian whatever song Canadians have that makes Canadians feel patriotic. I don't even know. If they got one, that shit ain't work. I don't. Them niggas come down here and want to be patriots and shit. Nigga, go patriot. Go patriot Nova Scotia. They need that shit. Apparently, obviously. Yeah, I like home. Some Ogun said recalling Canadians is something raging dissident would do. I don't even think so, man. They can't hang with raging dissident, bro. Rage, that ain't even something, bro. If you leave, you just gone. Ain't no coming back. And it's like once you out the whip, you out the whip. There's always a way back, though. That's a good point. I just had a debate with myself. Like, there's always a way back. You don't have to stay a bitch forever. There's always a way back. You could turn it around right now. Hold on as America pulls out its 11 aircraft carriers. Get the Vax booster and get a free Nissan Altima. They would do that shit too. Or a Chrysler 300. And some moms desire Chrysler Town and Countries for some fucking reason. I don't know. Some moms just get pregnant. Kid, like, I want a Chrysler Town and Country now. It's like, wait a minute. You're like, that's that shit. What the fuck? That shit got that Pentastar engine in it, don't? Fuck no. Bro, I have a video changing the spark plugs on a Chrysler Town and Country. It's easy, but you know, for you to just do it, it's gonna take you a while. Niggas be like, remove the manifold. This when mechanically inclined people watch mechanic fix-it videos for their family vehicle, they're like, the fuck is a manifold, bro? That shit sounds extreme. A Torx. What the fuck is a T25, nigga? That's... Honey, come here. What is a duct? What is an air duct? Do we have a T25 Torx screwdriver around here? An 11mm socket, nigga? Where the fuck I'm gonna find one of those? This nigga said we need an 11mm. How many inches is that? Bruh, Barricade Volkswagen Routons. That's a Chrysler Town and Country. They have the same engine. Chrysler makes the Volkswagen Routon. That's how fucked up it is. Fiat. You be like, yo, what type of freaky deaky vehicle manufacturer relationship y'all got going on? 11 3/4mm. And the Fed said my dream car has always been a PT Cruiser. Nigga, define PT. I know you're not talking about a PT Cruiser. You're talking about a PT that stands for Pacific Trim. Stop letting somebody 0 point said Chrysler uses 11.5mm. You gonna find some wild shit. Everything metric now, but every now and then you come across something that needs a different, you be like, I don't know what the fuck this is. You end up putting a fucking line wrench on a flare nut wrench on a fucking oil pan, a oil pan boat, like, oh fuck. Honey, do we have a flare nut wrench? Brake job's terrible, boy. I don't want to spiral out over mechanic content, but damn, when you get a brake job and a nigga come to you like, yo, my brake line, and you get your little shit, your kit together, you start flaring shit. Then you sit there, once you send it out, you sit there by the phone like, I hope the shit hold. I hope don't nothing go wrong. Then you get that call. Yo, my brake pad's spongy. Like, fuck. Some vehicles is just never enough. Well, some vehicles you work on and then something else breaks and they blame whatever it is you fixed. Remember when you did my ball joints? You'd be like, yes. Why? Well, ever since you did my ball joints, my transmission won't shift in the second gear. Why is that? You'd be like, they absolutely want you to do some shit. They bring you eBay parts and shit. The cheapest eBay part. You go on eBay and get some OEM shit. You can get some OEM shit. They bring you some weird, goofy, wavy, wacky, inflatable shit. The shit that you gotta modify to fit. All right, that's enough talking about. Bro, I love working on cars. I hate it. I fucking hate it at the same time, bro. Somebody said because you're driving a Chrysler. Like, I fucking hate it. I hate vehicles. I want a horse. I hate vehicles. Like a hoof, I could deal with a hoof. A shoe. Them shit's expensive though. You get a shoe. I seen somebody put a shoe on a horse foot in like 11 minutes on all four feet. And the horse was just sitting there like, yes, do it harder. It's like the nail was like this fucking long. Like he just It was like, damn, he's fucking horse. What the fuck on his foot? The fuck is on that horse foot? That's how some of y'all feet is right now. Them shit is tough as a bit. Your foot ain't nothing but a big ass callus. And you be in bed at night shredding sheets. Yo shit, some of y'all, the bottom of y'all feet is a fucking Brillo pad right now. Sitting here commenting. Your fucking Brillo pad foot having it. Your steel wool foot having it. Skippy 11 said, I'm guilty. Shit, give me a hoof. You don't need a solenoid for a hoof. That shit still go. They off-road as fuck too. They'll off-road some shit. You know, huh? Well, come here. How you gonna be in another yard talking shit? Come here and say that shit. Okay, he's actually getting closer. He heard my taunts. He's getting closer. I said, come here and talk that shit. That nigga came closer. The fuck are you hot? What? If I can, like, on some Eliza Thornberry shit and just figure out what they're talking about, like some Beastmaster shit, be like, what the fuck are you really talking about? Why the fuck do blue, and that's a Blue Jay. That's why they were like, yo, the nigga, remember the black guy that was bird watching in New York City? And the white Karen. What happened to Karen? Like, I was like, what the fuck is a nigga doing bird watching? Niggas don't bird watch. And then I remembered myself. I was like, this nigga may have been out there bird watching. I be bird watching like shit. That shit is actually interesting. Somebody said psyop. But me watching birds is not a psyop. I be out this bitch watching psyops. I said watching psyops. Maybe birds are psyops. Okay, now he's here. Bro, I see you, bro. He's there. And the peanuts are there. I'll watch a bird. I love watching woodpeckers because they make the perfect wood chip. Woodpeckers make the perfect wood chip. Like if I can bag that, be like, how many woodpeckers? Like give me 11. And you just put a little bag under the, put a little bag and collect the chips and sell them shits. And then just give them water in return for their hard work. Somebody said they do that because there's bugs in there. There ain't no bugs in there. Them niggas just be beaking shit, bro. Them niggas just be on some Kyle shit. Just wake up, drink a Monster Energy drink, and find the nearest tree. They love the they love the trees that are by your window too. They love them shits. This nigga started chipping wood. It sounded like somebody turned on their Z mower. Who the fuck is that? Somebody said, had one make a hole in my house. Damn, that's tough money. That fucking sucks. Patriot Pecker chips. And then you got the mockingbirds. They know how to mock anything. They was mocking me. Who sent you? Like, who the fuck said that? They always out here too. Little gray bird, white tip wing. In the mourning doves. This is how you know I watch birds. Cause I look out the window and it'll be mourning doves out here. And every mourning dove looks like a Diane. They all look like they got they have, like they mind their business, they do what they do. Somebody said my favorite bird is the tufted titmouse. Hey, we got some of those around here too. They just don't come here because the Blue Jays don't allow that shit. But yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, niggas be bird watching. And then everybody seen that shit that happened yesterday. That shit. That's why I said, if there is no news, they will create news. What was the story? A black guy was walking and a white woman told that nigga to go back to his hood. And this nigga made a whole thing of it. And that shit was on CNN, MSNBC. It's like, damn, bro, she probably just wanted some dick. Like, man, fuck is you so emotional for, bro? Like, but I get it. He has a book coming out. And the title of this nigga's book is How White People Need to Behave or some shit. I'm like, nigga, what? Or some weird goop. Don't quote. I don't know. Don't quote. Don't. You know, fact check me. You know, I'm not Corbett. This nigga book is titled fucking Teach White People How to Be White Again. I'm like, it just happened to happen to this nigga with this book that needs publicity. They interviewed this nigga. They was like, what happened? He was like, the white woman told me that I need to go back to my hood. It's like, nigga. Here they go getting both sides started again. That's what they do. That's all they know how to do. Divide. All you got to do is report on bullshit constantly that no one gives a fuck about. That gets white people upset. It gets black people going. And then everybody reports on it, so it becomes this thing. It gains traction. You know, if you could just leave it in mainstream media. But, you know, the independent journalist types, they report on it. Other people talk about it. It becomes a topic in everyday conversation. Like, oh, that shit is goofy, gay, wavy, wacky, inflatable. Leave that shit to them niggas. Somebody said Wu flu. The Wu flu was the same way. It's like, no, it ain't got nothing to do with that. If nobody, I promise you, I'm not going down that road. I'm tapped out talking about coronavirus. I don't give a fuck no more. Niggas still talking about coronavirus and why people don't get it. It is just the gayest shit ever. That ain't you know Brett Kavanaugh caught that coronavirus. Like, yeah, that nigga took every vaccine possible. Like, this shit don't even matter. And then that gets people going, right? You see it, right? They come out with a story, Brett Kavanaugh tested positive for coronavirus. So now, the reaction on the left is, well, if he didn't take the vaccines, then he could be dead by now. And then the reaction on the right is, well, he took the vaccines and he still got coronavirus. And I'm sitting here in my corner, drifting on a memory. There's no place I'd rather be but with you. Talking to my wood chipper and shit. You feel me? Like, that's how you gotta be. That's how that it is what it is. Like, none of that shit matters. None of it. Oh, I'm glad the kids are out here having fun. It sounded like somebody was getting their ass whooped. I was telling jokes. I heard some of my shit play, some of my shit back, because the wind was fucking with my shit. It sounded like a nigga took a nigga bagel. Remember you go to the lunchroom, everybody pull out what they had for lunch? This is when I used to go to school when bag lunches were in. Like, no one used to get made fun of when you ate school lunch. Like, you needed a bag lunch. Like, no, nigga, where's your lunch box? Y'all remember that shit? Nigga, your friends catch you standing in that line to eat that school shit. It was like, no, nigga, where's that lunch box? Everybody parent did that retarded shit and put one cookie in a big ass Ziploc bag just to fuck with you. And then the tides turn. Now you goofy as fuck for bringing a bag lunch. Everybody's in the fucking lunch line. Then that weird shit happened. They started giving PIN numbers. There was a fucking module, a computer sitting at the end of a line. You were like, what the fuck is this? They was like, everybody needs to learn their PIN number. He was like, what? A PIN number, nigga? What? Are we banking now? Y'all haven't even taught us how to write checks. Get your PIN number. I remember that shit used to be $1.25, then it jumped up to $2.50. Like, what the fuck? $2.50 for taco salad that smells like refrigerator. Because the lunch lady Denise couldn't find the tops for anything. Back up. Y'all seen him? He tried to fight me. Dave Smith said school lunch was 35 cents. I'm old as fuck. Bro, you old as fuck, bro. Gas a gallon for you was probably like $1 too, wasn't it? You old as shit. Somebody said breadline programming. Possibly. I don't doubt it. Bro, we brought our lunch. That's when you knew your people could cook. If your mom wasn't shit, it showed. During lunchtime, that's when people used to judge people. That's when moms had a standard. That's when you judge people, mom. Like, remember the kid that used to get egg salad every fucking day? You was like, yo, what was... Like, who made that? You'd be like, my mom. My mom threw this shit together. Like, bro, you eat that shit every fucking day. Remember the kid that brought the boiled eggs the heart that your mom didn't even crack the shell? This yo, man, it's just me then. I'm in Kingsford sitting at the table like, yo, your mom did, bro, you got boiled eggs and your mom didn't even crack the shell. You sitting at the lunch table. Fuck is you? Who remember that boiled egg, bro? Somebody that boiled egg. The boiled egg kid had the fart, and the egg smelled like a fart. He sitting at the table making the most noise. That nigga take the whole lunch period to crack one egg. Like, nigga, you broke it up too much. Nigga, your mom set you up. She sent you to school with a cold boiled egg. Them shits don't crack worth a damn. You got to crack them bitches when they hot. This nigga peeling, that nigga eating chips. He eating the shell, just. Oh, fucking boiled egg in my shit. Then there was a kid, he had peanut butter and jelly every fucking day. You like, yo, where's the diversity? There's no diversity in your lunch. Your mom ain't shit. It was people who dads used to pack their lunch, had banging lunches. Dads be packing the shit out the lunch. No bull, people be like, oh, it's a dad. No, dads be packing the shit out the lunch. Because for one, moms be sitting there on some Jew shit trying to penny pinch everything. Like, no, we're only gonna give him one cookie. Give him one cookie. Your dad gotta go to, he like, oh, fuck this shit. Put them all in there. Get the fuck out of here. Your dad dump every cookie in there. In a big ass 2-gallon Ziploc. This nigga put the whole thing of milk in there. 3 sandwiches. You like, yo, is this my lunch or your lunch? Nigga, this, go to school, eat. Shut up. Go eat. And then somebody said moms are all Jews. True. They be sitting there and they keep telling some moms don't care. But then you have the other moms. You know, you have the other moms, the Stephanies, a couple Tiffany's, even some Keishas. Denise's do it. Karen's do it. You got Emily's do it. You got moms, they sit there and before they put the shit in the lunchbox, they just sitting there with a notepad and a pen counting how much shit is left. You know, like, you know, you be like, yo, what the fuck you doing? They're like, wow, I'm making sure we can stretch this. Like, I'll get some more, just put the shit in there. You know, you broke it down to 1 tablespoon of peanut butter on 1 slice of Wonder Bread. Like, just put that shit. Some of y'all out there do that, man. Put that shit on there. Be liberal with it too. Don't sit there and I gotta shake the spoon. Some of y'all act like Chipotle when it cut. Y'all shake the spoon on the bag lunch. Like, feed him. Feed him. Don't overfeed. Give him something. You know, you gotta feed them, Sandra. I'm talking to her, Sandra. Give your kids something to eat. Dads do that shit. Yeah, moms got a scale. they put the Capri Sun on this kid. They take it out. This isn't exactly 1 3/4 of an ounce or whatever the fuck the measurement is. Your dad pack your shit, nigga. You gonna have like 3 Capri Suns in there. He get in trouble. What happened to all of the snacks and drinks? Like, I put it in there. Get off my back. You ever been present for an argument between your parents for some shit that you did? You don't know whose side to be on. You like. I wake up talking about Brett Kavanaugh got coronavirus. So the fuck what? Fox News, I'm still waiting on you to talk about your vaccine mandate. Then, you know, once MSNBC comes out with that shit, Brett Kavanaugh has coronavirus. You know, the reactionaries, the Fox News, they got to counter. Could you believe they're only talking about the Republicans that have coronavirus? They're not talking about the Democrats that have coronavirus. And no shit. You think they're not on your side? Supposedly, apparently, they want you to believe, allegedly. Your job is to keep the illusion going. Fucking bag lunches be lit. Bag lunches be lit. I ain't go to school with no Mexican kids, but I can imagine the Goya beans. I can imagine just a bag of Goya beans. A fucking tamale. A tamale, maybe. Maybe a pupusa. They make shit, Mexican moms make shit that you gotta heat up. You need a microwave. You need something like, when you get to school, ask the lunch lady Denise if you can use the oven. the lunch bag weigh more than the fucking kid. Everybody remember the kid that had the special privileges? Like, why this nigga all back there behind the counter? He's heating up his Goya beans. Bro, I didn't know no Mexican kids growing up. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I could imagine it being this way. They just blow the fuck up. Like, you've seen it and you've thought about it. You like, they start out small, petite, adorable. They grow up. You know, it's like, what happened? Maybe the pupusas and tacos and Goya beans and quesadillas. The quesadillas. I'm saying though, like, what? I'm probably being like xenophobic and shit right now. It's true. It's true. The lunch. You think the book bag, like, that's a book bag? They be like, no, that's the lunch box. The book bag? What book bag? I can't talk about people with no book bag, because I was that nigga with no book bag. Nothing, nigga. I just used. That's why I got in trouble. They be like, where you going? I be like, school. They be like, you don't got nothing. I'm like, nope. Just like this. They be like, yo, where's your paperwork, homework assignments? Where the fuck is your spiral ring notebook? Your number 2 pencils? Nigga, I just showed up with my face. That's how you knew I wasn't shit. Don't listen to me. The school teacher, we think your son is retarded. That's when you like, no, bitch, I just don't have no materials. That's when your parents get embarrassed. He has them, he just doesn't bring them shits. You got a bag full of shit. And you just show up. You go to school. I was one of the ones went to high school to smoke. Do drugs, fight, and roll the fuck out. That's it. Niggas was like, yo, grades. I was like, grades? Fuck them grades. I'm not trying to set a bad example, but what the fuck I did? Then they kick niggas out and shit. But, yeah, I don't want my daughter going to high school neither. That shit is weird. That shit is weird. Don't the Amish, don't they just stop at 8th grade? There's nothing else past 8th grade you really need to learn except weird, freaky Dutch physics from a physics teacher with an 8th finger. That's it. Everybody else is fucking slut and sucking. No, there's no, not how, no. That's when you realize, yo, I'll just keep my kid in the fucking bubble. You go nowhere. But high school ain't like that no more. It got better. I mean, public school. I'm talking, I know homeschool. I know, I'm just saying though, like, high school was wild. That's when a lot of dads that did weird shit as children, they used to be womanizers and shit. They don't want their daughter to do nothing. They like, no. You feel like you feel like it's gonna come back on you with your kids and shit. You're like, nah, you ain't going to college. High school. Nope, no high school neither. Niggas got mad at me because I skipped gym. They was like, why the fuck would you skip PE? Physical education? Skipped. Nigga had an F. The F for what? There's a lot of niggas didn't even get grades. We just got numbers like 8. What the fuck does 8 mean? That mean they need you to call in for a teacher parent conference. Yo, people show up like, yo, you never came to class? I was like, no, nigga, that's not even important. It's PE. That's my smoke break. It's the perfect smoke break. It's in the middle of the day. They situated it right after lunch period. Like, why the fuck would I go to PE? Who the fuck would go to PE right after lunch? Making other people do work and shit because you not there. He didn't show up again. Run suicide. It's like, no, nigga. Nobody did that shit. And he didn't ask again. Nigga, you are not Coach Carter. Trying to propagandize us into compliance like that at a mass level. What he doesn't do affects all of you. No, it doesn't. It affects him, nigga. I'm not running suicides because that nigga showed up late. And then when you see it in movie, you can see how it plays out in real life. People grow up and really think this. Well, you need to take it so we all have to do our part. Like, no, nigga, we're not one big team, no. Niggas be like, there's no I in team. Yes, there is a I in household. Goya bean. Bag lunch. Morals. There's an I in all of that shit. Nigga, you will not Coach Carter me. Gospel Bear said, your seatbelt protects me. Yo, before I go, I know there's a lot of people mad at me because I was like, yo, I didn't, the seatbelt thing. Niggas was like, yo, fucking, he doesn't wear seatbelts. I got flack behind that. That was a joke, but it's true. Y'all seen the way that Jeep looked. I didn't have a seatbelt on. And it's like you only breaking the law if you get caught. It's not even a fucking law. It's like, what is that? It's just something a bunch of people decided to do to bring more money into the coffers. It's like we can penalize them for what? Seatbelt. Seatbelt. People wear seatbelts get fucked up. Get no recognition. As soon as you get caught without a seatbelt, it's nigga, you be in a whole nigga, you could be traveling from North Carolina to New Jersey. You get caught without a seatbelt in fucking Pennsylvania for some fucking reason. Nigga, come back to Pennsylvania and go to court. Like, nigga, no, nigga, you see, no, nigga. Fucking go, well, we need $500. Like, if this is about safety, why the fuck is there money involved? Niggas just want more revenue. Nobody give a fuck about a seatbelt. But everybody's programmed for seatbelts. It's a stronghold. Even right now, I feel the need to tell you, don't listen to me, wear your seatbelt and be safe. See? You see how that's programming? Especially when it only affects you. How many of y'all get in the car with your significant other or your mom, and they be like, I'm not moving this car till y'all put y'all seatbelts on. You learn it at a young age. You get it, You got a car seat, you got a kid in the car seat. Nobody, put a seatbelt on so you don't go flying through the fucking windshield. But at some point, when does it become your choice? Apparently never. You can set the rules as a parent for your kids and what they do, but adults, I'm not your child, nigga. I'm fucking seatbelt. Like, no, nigga, I don't even listen to my mom. It's like $500 and we'll leave you alone. Fuck is there money involved? There's no I in team. I get it, but then I don't get it. That's just more propaganda. We all need to do this in order to. Nah, nigga. No, we all don't. We're all a team. I'm not a team with Cindy. That bitch still picks her nose and has a booger wall next to the toilet. That bitch is not on my team. And neither is Kenny. He got beat up by Tamra. That nigga's not on my team. All that propaganda bull. No, nigga. But you kids, you innocent. You don't really know no better. You get older and you find out, that shit not true. And they teach you shit that don't fucking matter. Nigga, I remember I knew school was bullshit when the physics teacher walked in class. He had 6 fingers and shit on one hand. This nigga put a ball on the table and then pushed it off the table and was like, somebody explain this. I was like, nigga, you just hit the ball off the table. He was like, no, it deserves a formula. I was like, what? Nigga, a formula? Force time weight equals push, move. Or whatever the fuck it is. You're like, what? When the fuck am I ever gonna use that? Like, who uses that? Like, what tradesperson building a deck or any obelisk structure, etc. fence? It was like, yo, what did I just do? It was like, you built a fence. He was like, no, nigga. Will times might times lumber equals nail hammer. It's like, no, nigga, you don't need to know that. Why the fuck are you failing me for that? I remember George Bush. Wasn't it George Bush? No Child Left Behind. Everybody was retarded overnight. Nigga, everybody was retarded overnight. Everybody immediately had autism. The No Child Left Behind. It's like, why? Because apparently the kids are too fucking stupid. You're like, why are they still? Because you're not teaching them shit. They try to put it on the parents. No, you're not teaching them shit. You're not teaching them shit that matters. I have them grow up and become junkies. I have people that graduate, high school, get a high school diploma. We be like, then what's next? Then they pick up a bottle or pick up a needle and become fucking drug addicts. Like, you ain't teach them shit. You didn't, there's no, just a bunch of nothing. It needs a formula. Nigga, we learned about Einstein. That nigga was fake as fuck. He was retarded. I'm pretty sure Asperger's has him too. You don't learn shit of it, and don't get me started on history. Don't get me started on history. All you learn is that black people were slaves. Niggas were slaves. They give you paperwork. You gotta pass a test. All you learn is black people were perpetual slaves and will be perpetual slaves. You learn the Confederates were racist and traitors to the U.S. You learn all about how Hitler was evil, genius, super Nazi. All you learn in history is murder, death, murder, kill. Like that, like damn, did anything happy happen? Did anything happy happen? Hey, what the fuck? Man, fuck public school. And fuck you too, Miss Holmberg. She was the first person. You're retarded. Now I need to talk to your parents. Oh, no. You can't call me retarded if I'm never there. How the fuck does that work? Try to put me on a pill for what? It ain't like I fail, nigga. I just don't show up. I think he needs medication. No, nigga. I need something that's gonna hold my interest. How you know I don't want to be a marksman? Metalworking and fabrication and shit like that. Woodworking. See that bitch, she sound like somebody took her bagels or something. Like, put the bagel back. Kids cry like our recesses were turned up too. We used to kick each other. People thought that was a joke. We kicked the fuck out of each other. We fought. They have a good time. They don't even wear a mask here. But yeah, people, it's different now. You know, people are softer. Parents are more. A lot of parents today, nigga, a big ass. Y'all see that Monarch? Y'all see them watching me. Y'all see them watching me. Get off of my melon. He put his proboscis on my melon. I got one melon that's resilient. Oh, I got that one melon. That bitch came back. That bitch, I'm going. I got one melon. Somebody said it's the MSG. Coconut amino. Substituted. Yeah, he put his proboscis on my melon. Oh, that don't even sound right. My melon over there. I have melon. I have one melon. It's growing. It's growing. It's hot as fuck out here today. It's like fucking 80 degrees. And niggas are still live streaming with coats. I guess that's that spin of the earth. Let me stop instigating shit. Let me... And Gospel Bearer said a whole lot right there. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff and a lot of stuff, bro. Like my people was allergic to peanuts, but when they eat like the organic shit, they not allergic to it. A lot of people develop allergies because of vaccines and don't even understand it. And they just be like, I don't know why he has allergies to like normal everyday shit. Some people don't, because we all different. They be like, how come it didn't happen to me? Because we all different. It affects different people in different ways. But that's true shit. Don't listen to me though. I just sell Freedom Wood Chips. I don't have all that weird, goofy, gay, wacky, wavy, inflatable shit. Somebody said, but there is a me and team. Nigga, your name Dr. Seuss? Built different. There you go, half Jap Bear. Half Jap Bear. Nigga, y'all have some wild ass names. Y'all got the wildest name. Half Jap Bear? What are you? Nigga, I almost did, cat. What is that? The fuck is a half Jap? What's the other half? Whole coconut? Half Jap. And half what else? Half Jap. That's a funny ass name. Kal-El said, hello, Mr. Garak. Kal-El, nigga, Superman's father? Wait, Kal-El. Oh, that is Superman. Wasn't this nigga father named Jared? This nigga Jared, you be like, yo, that's a human name. This nigga Jared, you're not from Krypton. Nigga, you're from Arkansas, for real. Ain't no nigga named Jared on Krypton. Somebody getting their ass whooped over there. Gospel coffee is for closers. Somebody said I'm older than allergies. Superman dad name was Jarrell. Superman dad was named Jarrell. Nigga, what are you trying to prove by saying that? What did I say? Jared? Well, who the fuck was Jared in the series? Who was Jared? And even Jarrell. Okay. Okay, so he went from Arkansas to Detroit. Ain't no nigga named Jarrell on Krypton. That's a nigga from Detroit. Jarrell. Hey, Jarrell. Come here. Where's my Glock? This nigga said Jarrell. His name is Jarrell. Nigga, that's Detroit. That's Baltimore. Chicago. Fucking Krypton named Jarrell. I see how you emphasize the L part. Somebody said Superman was black. Superman was gay. This nigga wore a leotard. This nigga and thought and was on some Tim Pool shit. This nigga wore a leotard and was on some Tim Pool shit. And niggas talking about, I don't know his identity. This nigga face out. Nigga, I wear my costume to conceal my identity. This nigga worked at the Daily Wire. Superman worked at the Daily Wire. Shapiro was like, you absolutely know I know who you are, don't you? It's like, no, my identity is hidden. I have on a leotard under my suit. I'm giving you headlines to read. Leave me alone. Nigga, we know who you are, bro. It's fuck Superman. Bro, people don't understand, bro. When I heard Tim Pool say I wear my hat to conceal my identity, I was like, this nigga thinks this is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This nigga really thinks this is DC. He on some Justice League shit. Somebody snatched his hat. I wear my hat to conceal my identity. Do you know why I wear my hat? The nigga was like, no. I wear my hat to conceal my identity. He was hot too. I was like, bro, get it. Just give him his hat back, bro. Give him his hat back. And yo, if you see the footage of that, event, the funny thing about that footage of the guy snatching Tim Pool's hat, I think I just typed in Tim Pool getting his hat snatched on YouTube and that shit popped up. When the nigga was snatching Tim Pool's hat, and Tim Pool, I wear my hat to conceal my identity. There was a chick in the background with a megaphone yelling at Tim Pool about his whiteness and the other guy about his whiteness and telling both of these guys that they are holding Barricade Garage down. I was like, yo, who the fuck is this bitch? How are you two arguing while someone in the back is attacking you for being white? What am I watching right now? What the fuck is this? So this is America, folks. I'm like, yo, just let it burn. That was the gayest situation. I was like, a nigga got his hat snatched. The nigga that snatched his hat waited till he turned around to snatch his hat. Then he got his snatched hat. The guy who got his hat snatched looked like Tommy Pickles with his hat off. The other guy gave the hat back and his hat got snatched. His hat got snatched. You remember the end toward the end, his hat got snatched. I was like, yo, what the fuck? By somebody, I was like, it was like an episode of Sabido Gigante. It was like too much going on. Too much was going on. All the while this is happening, some white chick is in the background yelling at them for being white. A white woman with a with the loudest megaphone that Harbor Freight has to offer, yelling at Tim Pool and his assailant about being white and how they're keeping me down. The fuck is this? This bitch had the loudest megaphone too, was in their face the whole time. Tim Pool, like, this conceals my secret identity. This bitch with the megaphone, you two are white. You're keeping Barricade Garage down. She was white. She was the whitest thing out there. You are evil because you are white. Your white privilege is holding back Barricade Garage. That bitch named me by name. I was like, who is this white bitch? Who is this bitch? And why is she yelling at Tim Pool and his assailant? Like, they both caught that word. I was like, and then he got his hat snatched. That whole situation was just goofy, gay, wavy, wacky, inflatable. It was the dumbest shit I ever watched. I will never get my time back for watching that retarded shit. Tim Pool, you owe me time. You owe me time, bro. They be yelling out like, why white women be, bro, not all white women, you know, white, you know, it's like white women are terrible. Like, don't what, bro, once you get white women on board with your agenda, it's curtains. They are going to the moon and back for that agenda. For real. Don't nobody do it like white women do. Niggas like, but Keisha, like, no. Keisha don't got the resolve. The Emily and them got. Nope. Nah, you can't put that on Keisha. They be like, but Keisha is out here in the street. I'm like, yeah, because the white woman put that bullshit in her head. How the fuck you seen how feminism spread from left to right? That shit caught like wildfire in Northern California. Like, damn. Emily and Megan and them. The patriarchy. It's white people. I'm like, dang, you got a white son. Like, yo, ain't your son white? What? You like, yo, I understand it because it's wickedness. It's evil. Like, they lose themselves in this doctrine. And it eats them from the inside out. They go against their own self-interest and shit, right? They just... The white man! I'm like, yo, your son gonna grow up to become a white man. Whatever that means. That's gonna be him. Are you gonna be saying these things about your son? And then these white boys grow up to become white men. Little bitch. My tummy hurts. You know? And then these are the people y'all say y'all want y'all ethno state. White people are done. Nigga, you American, nigga. Ain't no other way. Ain't no other way around it. The real no. Everything else is an illusion of bullshit that has been programmed into your head. Either by a nigga with some financial motive, somebody trying to control you, or otherwise. That shit is goofy, gay, wavy, wacky, inflatable. I can't believe I even memorized that whole line right there. Fucking Megan up there with a megaphone. Like, damn. Somebody said, BG, thanks for turning me on to Amanda Vollmer. Shout out to Amanda Vollmer. Oh, she's another Canadian that goes hard. I love Amanda Vollmer. She don't love me. She probably fucking Barricade Garage. I fuck with Amanda Vollmer. Amanda Vollmer, she funny too. She go on her rants and shit, start cussing people out. Be like, I don't want to be low vibration and cuss a lot. I'm like, I'm low vibration as fuck. Then I'm on the ground vibrating. That's me all day. I don't have time to sit here and find the kind words to just then today we're gonna talk about I want to tell you how I have to let you know I might as well turn it to an Australian. Today I'm not going to cuss, mate. I'm going to sit here and tell you the gospel of lockdown. I might as well become Australian. I might as well be Canadian. Shout out to Amanda Vollmer. I know she gets it, but you know. I do the most though. I don't even, people be like, oh, he does a lot. I do. I think about it. I like, oh, I do. When I get going, I get going. I don't know what else to tell you. Somebody said I'm Irish, Apache, and German. You're full of shit. How you Apache? Nigga, Apache. How you know this? What country are you in? Bro, there's a lot of shit going on. People that took a DNA test, I'm Martian. I'm Martian, Apache. I got family from Saturn. I don't trust that shit. I told I'm basically Hitler. If we're gonna go by DNA ancestry results. It's like, he's whole German. Let me tell you, he's whole German. From Hitler's line. I'm like, how? They'll be like, look, I see it. Look at the mustache. Like, wait, I don't know who this test is about as reliable as the PCR test. You can't fucking trust it. If you don't have somebody in your family that remembers people in their family or where they came from, and you got that shit through the mud handed down to you, niggas just be dolo out there in the world. I want to know who I am. I have to know where I'm from. They get a hold of a test kit and it'd be like Ghana, Nigeria. Then they do some fucked up shit. They be like, whole German. Ghana, Nigeria, whole German. Like, wait a minute, nigga. What percentage is whole? You don't know whether to wear a dashiki or a fucking landing strip mustache. You got that bit. Scheißehof. They be like, what, nigga? Be like, this nigga, I am part German, nigga. Leave me alone, nigga. Leave me alone, nigga. Like, yo, I mean, that's that German African nigga again. There he go again with that bullshit. Leave me alone, nigga. Don't act like where Africans don't get frustrated, they go high pitch and then they bring it back down. You be like, yo, what you want? Like, yo, what you want for breakfast? Nigga, what do you mean what do I want, nigga? And what I want, nigga? Some eggs, scrambled eggs, nigga. What is this? Go away. You're like, damn, nigga. You be like, damn, he yelled at me. You be like, that's just how they say hello. Super aggressive like that. With hands. Super aggressive. They yell. That's what they do. They yell. They yell at their kid. Their kids yell back. And then you go in there, you be like, yo, y'all good? He be like, oh yeah, he's just telling me how proud he is of me and shit. You be like, what? That's why you can't be next door. You ever been in an apartment building and your next door neighbors over to you Africans? That shit sounds like Royal Rumble every fucking day. And it smell like fufu. All you hear all night. What is this nigga? What are you doing, nigga? Sit down. Sit down, nigga. That nigga at the table right there, that nigga at the stairs. What do you want your fufu? What you gonna eat? You be like, yo, it's a lot going on over there. You be like, oh no, I just got tucked in, you know. My parents are proud of me. I'm on honor roll and shit. You be like, what? The fuck going on in your household? And why does it smell like fufu in the hallway? Yo, I said fuck them apartments a long time ago. Niggas be in apartment complexes with Indians and shit. They got Indian neighbors. The whole fucking complex rocking. That Indian food shit, them spices and herbs, that shit soaks into your furniture. You be on a whole nother floor. And company come over, like, what the fuck are you cooking? You be like, I ain't cooking shit. That was the Indian folks last year. You be like, nigga, that shit is in your furniture. You need to deep clean that shit. You need to detail. Nigga, your work clothes smell like that. You not Indian, but your clothes are. You go to work smelling like a whole half a boiled egg with curry rice and goat and whatever else they cook. I don't know no Indian dishes, I'm saying. That shit strong. Fucking lighting incenses and shit. Yo shit all smoked the fuck out. Indian spices and oils will keep you bug free. Nigga, if the bugs don't want it, why the fuck would I want it? I know that goes for certain different things. I get it, I know, but that shit strong. That's why. I understand. You know, I put myself in a bug's shoes and I'm like, I get it. Cause nobody wants that shit. Don't nobody want to smell like that. Ain't no mosquito about the proboscis you. Yeah. Oh no, that's that curry. Come on, Matt Walsh. Yeah. Ain't no fucking mosquito about. Mosquitoes sound like lawnmowers with Honda engines. But you got that curry on you. Mosquitoes sound like tiny lawnmowers with Honda engines. Mosquitoes are suicide bombers. That no bullshit. Mosquitoes are nature's suicide bombers. The way they attack you in the face of imminent death, they know that hand is coming. But they just sit there. They're like, I just got to get every last drop possible, niggas. Some of them move. A lot of them don't. They just sit there. Like, their life is on the line. When they come at you, nigga, you're like a million times, but they just come at you with an agenda. They have goals. When they target you, they target you. Like, you can walk away, they're gonna fly behind you. Like, you're not concerned with me, you know, killing you, nigga, just... And it's the females. That's some female shit to do. Like, they don't care. They will annoy the fuck out you. The females are the only ones that suck blood, don't they? All the females do. Fuck away from me with that bullshit. I'm sitting out here talking about lawnmowers with Honda engines. My shit don't even work. They not even trying to sell you a carburetor for it. No pilot jet to drill, no nothing. Bro, it's been 2 hours, man. I gotta go. I should stir my calm up. I gotta go. Memories all alone in the moonlight, waiting for ya. Okay, Matt Walsh. Okay, now Barry K Garage has obviously ended his live stream. Okay, so now's the perfect time to go on Fox and Friends. Yeah, and to go on Fox and Friends, and we have to discuss some things about obviously what the Democrats are doing. And this is Halloween. This is Halloween.